At around this time every day, Darlington Juku gets very busy serving his customers. He runs a small tea room in Kaoche village, traditional authority Maliri, Malingunde in Lilongwe rural. In this area, tea is a highly favored beverage, especially by men. Juku's tea room is usually packed with tea drinkers. They are here at the tea room by 7 and 8 in the morning, sometimes even earlier, to drink their cherished beverage. The customers keep pouring in, and so is the tea. Hours after he opened the tea room, Darlington has had no time to rest.
It is usually past 7 and 8, and this place is full. This is the time people go and do their usual everyday activities like business for men and fields for women. Instead of making tea before they leave or going home to cook for themselves, they choose to come here and have their tea.
Juku has been in this business for a long time. It's a kind of business that sustains his family. This is a business many are engaged in this rural part of Lilongwe. At Tenge Trading Center in Traditional Authority Kachere, we meet Limbika Chidzanja, who also owns a tea room. Like Juku, she wakes up as early as 4 in the morning to make tea for early birds.
We are usually busy in the morning. Many people come that time. I wake up at 4 a.m., sometimes to make tea for the business persons before they go and do their businesses. Currently, men still dominate, but of late, we have seen a big change. Women learn to go to Tearooms too. They come and buy tea on their own. The numbers of men and women are almost similar, even though men slightly dominate.
To some, drinking tea is a hobby, while to some is a mark of privileged social status. Here, there is no specific time for tea. As they say, imwani tea ntawiri yonse, meaning tea time is any time. But these tea rooms are mostly patronized by men. Women and children are not Juku and Chidzanja's big customers. Just like beer, tea is more of a man's drink. But why is this the case? Does it mean that women like drinking tea less, or is the tea rooms they avoid? Chilembo Chikaiko says he usually comes to the tea room around 10 in the morning, alone. He says he comes alone because he can't manage to buy tea for all his family members. So, the little he finds is enough for a solitary gap.
I usually come alone. Sometimes I take my wife when we have more money. When I do not, I come alone to drink tea. When she finds money, she comes to drink tea alone too. When we come here, we usually discuss issues to do with farming, business and family issues. When we face marital challenges at home, the issues are discussed here for a possible solution.
In his and many other families, it is a matter of who finds the cash, drinks the tea. And guess what? It is the parents who enjoy drinking the hot tea, leaving out the children. For Chikalipo Benje, drinking tea at a tea room is more of a tradition. But like Chikaiko, he too goes to the tea room alone. He says drinking tea at the tea room is one way of escaping from issues at home.
We do not have specific time for tea here. So long as you have money, we come here anytime. If we do not have money, we don't come here. There are times I take my wife, but I usually come alone. Sometimes I come here for a breather. After a disagreement with my wife at home, I find peace here at the tea room.
One cup of tea is probably not enough. After lunch, we still find Penje at the same tea room, waiting to have another cup, this time as lunch. According to the owner here, by 7 and 8, the shop is packed, both inside and outside. Men, women, boys and girls, and even families come to get a cup of tea every day. And currently it's noon and the people are back just to have a cup of hot tea and a bun. According to the people here, trends have changed. At first, it was only men who were coming to Tearoom's, but now even women make time to go and have a cup of tea. To them, not only does it bring them together, it's also part of a tradition. Access to tea or a tea room is a challenge to many people too, especially women who are expected to be at home taking care of children. It's like a tea room is a man's sport. Tiankulenje Mjale cannot remember the last time she set a foot at a tea room. From the look of her face, the emotions are very clear.
My husband goes to the tea room more often, but because of the problems I do not go. I have children to take care of, so every penny I get from this work is spent on taking care of my children. I crave for a cup of tea too, but I cannot manage to buy. My husband says he cannot give me money to buy tea at a tea room, but has money for food only.
But the case is different for Karina Khan. She loves drinking tea at a tea room as a tradition. Even with sugar at home, she will still go for a tea room tea. It's the environment that makes the tea tastier, and the tea room provides that environment so much that as early as 7, she is at the tea room together with her children.
I just take my children and come here to have tea. It is good to buy sugar and drink tea at home. But for me, my husband does not drink tea, that is why I choose to have it here. We are used. It is a craving I have to satisfy. It is very hard for me if I do not drink tea at a tea room.
Despite many attributing this tradition to lack of funds, many others agree it is just a very big craving they just have to satisfy whenever they have money. For the Justina family, they do things differently. They usually go to the tea room together.
Usually, we go to the tea room on different occasions. First, it is a craving for sugar that needs to be satisfied. Secondly, I take my family there when we do not have enough money to buy proper food. So the little we get, we choose to go to the tea room and share.
His wife concurs with her husband. To her, tea is better taken with loved ones, and that her trips to the tea room together have helped to strengthen their bond.
Going to the tea room has helped us to be compassionate towards one another and to grow the love between us. We think about each other a lot. We always ask ourselves, if I go alone, my partner will be hungry. So we choose to go together and share the little we have.
From the stories that people had to share, the tea room is not just an ordinary place where one can go, get a cup and go home. It is a place of solace where men and women share stories about their lives. And from our interactions, it is clear that sugar is the most valuable commodity in their homes, something that brings happiness. And of course, a cup of tea at a tea room brings a great sense of value and pride, because not everybody can make it to the tea room. For Beyond the Headlines, this is Beatrice Mwape.